Talk, Steve, maybe you could discuss what we're dealing with on birthright citizenship. We had a very unfortunate decision in the Supreme Court concerning birthright. It was close, but a very, very unfortunate decision. So we're making adjustments because it's very unfair.
The president is using his authority as commander-in-chief to sign first an executive order using the new ruling the Supreme Court issued to expand the definitions of people who are ineligible for birthright citizenship. That includes, for example, alien enemies of the United States, members of foreign terrorist organizations, and large categories of people who lobby and act on behalf of foreign governments. And so with taking this action, it ensures that large numbers of people who wrongly would be getting birthright citizenship will no longer be eligible for those benefits. The second action that he's taking, which is especially historic, is for the first time ever in American history to ban birth tourism. So I want you to really let that sink in. This has been something that people have talked about not only for years, but for decades. The idea that people come here pretending to be a tourist, pretending to be a visitor, saying they want to go to Disneyland, or they want to go visit a monument or go to a national park, but the real reason they're here is to have a child, to make that child an automatic citizen, leave our country, and then have a U.S. citizen child. It gives them access under this broken system to welfare benefits, ultimately to the voting booth, and all the other rights and privileges that belong solely to Americans. So that practice of birth tourism is, as of the signing of this order, hereby banned.
Now, if we could talk, Steve, maybe you could discuss what we're dealing.
And now these immigrants are seeing that the 14th Amendment was developed and created for foundational Black Americans, the descendants of slaves. So, they are finding out, or FAFO, fucking around and finding out, because a lot of immigrants voted for Trump thinking that it was going to affect foundational Black Americans. But who has it really affected? It's affecting their asses. I'm not saying we're not, getting some flashbacks from all of this stuff that's going on, but it is hurting a lot of people who thought it was only going to hurt us, including white folks. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I saw this video once about Muhammad Ali discussing years ago now. This is when he was a younger man. He was a boxer, but he was a younger man, saying that he had went to a restaurant, and it was a white restaurant, and they would not allow him to come in and called him the N-word. But there were two African men that they did allow to come into the restaurant, and they looked at him such disdain, and they all laughed and stuff with the white folks, about him not being, and his party not being allowed in. Family, these people have been coming to America for decades. They have been grouped up with white supremacy and have gotten treated better than we were. They have gotten more benefit than we have ever gotten from this country, even though our ancestors built this country. They have gotten all kind of set-asides and everything. And now we have awakened. See, what you don't want to do is wake a bear, okay? When they are in slumber. We had been in slumber, now we have awakened, and we are a force to be reckoned with. Damn right. Damn right, the 14th Amendment was created for the descendants of slaves. And yeah, that birth tourism and birthright citizenship is BS, because there's not many other countries that allow that. Period. They do not allow that. They do not allow people to come into their countries pregnant by a non-citizen, okay? Nobody, not even related or associated with any citizens, and then have a baby, which is an anchor baby, so that they can stay in the country. Other countries don't allow that shit. And it's about time that America should not allow that either. And yeah, even though the Supreme Court didn't agree with him on it, trust and believe, you tethers. He is going to, and his administration is going to ensure that they're going to put in stuff in policies that are going to be ongoing, lasting. You'll see. And they're going to ensure that you will not be able to come here and have babies, anchor babies, okay? It's not going to happen no more. So, whatever. I mean, immigration has nothing to do with foundational Black Americans. You know, I'm not saying that there are not some good people in the immigrant community, because I'm sure there are. But there are a lot of assholes as well that you know, have a lot of disdain for foundational Black Americans. And for what? We didn't come over to your country. We didn't steal your resources. We didn't grape your women. We didn't do anything in your country where you should have disdain for us. But who you don't have disdain for? That's that white man. You don't have a disdain for white man. A lot of you will suck the balls of the white man. Excuse my French. I know I sound really bad tonight, but a lot of you will. You will come over here. You will to have talking points from white supremacy that you don't even clarify or understand or know where they came from or know the history of the country or of the things that you are even spewing. But you come over here with that shit, and then now you want to say, well, the white man, they told us to stay away from y'all. Well, you know what? The same white man has told us to stay away from y'all asses too, and we listening now. See, we wasn't listening at first, but now we're listening. So I hope you all have a wonderful life. And I'm sorry, if you get deported, you get deported. That has nothing to do with us. We're not getting out there protesting for anybody. We should not, because no one stood up for us. We have fought every fight by ourselves in this country. And so that's just where it is right now. My foundational Black American family, I love y'all. I love y'all much. Peace, love, and blessings, and Black power. Take care, family. All right, bye-bye.